just sorting out. Probably grabbing a drink.
It's icing Grey out.
Yeah.
But no, let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
We're going to be going into game 1, top 24 qualifier. Let's get into it. You know, Mewtwo versus Toon Link. Let's see the aggression that goes on here, or the slowness.
Yeah,
we're going to be
more
going
battlefield. Yeah. Yep. The immediate first thing, both of them press the B button. But this is what I was talking about also. Look, Skaws immediately after pressing one B button just went, all right, I'm going in.
Yeah.
I'm being in that Mewtwo's face, and I'm just not allowing him to do anything.
Yeah, I mean, you kind of have to see how they react to the boomerang, to your aggression, and then he plays off that. That's one of the things I've noticed. That's how a lot of Toon Link players like to play. Once you start to respond to their sheer aggression, they'll start to slow it down, they'll start to camp you out, and then once you start to panic, they'll bring that aggression back on.
Yeah, and just the back air. It's just been back air central from Skaws at the moment.
Yeah, he's just floating around, looking for the little picks of the back air.
Yeah.
Piling on that damage quite fast. I mean, you'd think it'd be a bit more, but maybe I'm a little bit biased to the kind of characters I'm on.
Yeah, nah, it's beautiful. Just immediately teleport, just catching Skaws out significantly, and I think that's going to be a main thing that Griseous will really want to be doing throughout this whole set. It's just catching Skaws consistently off guard.
Oh, unfortunately, just missing the down and being a little bit too close to the ground.
Just missing the grab as well. Really good spacing. Like Skaws' spacing is obviously incredibly good, and Toon Link in general is just way less stubby than you think he is.
Yeah, those hitbox are big, but that is an even bigger hitbox. That was a great read from Griseous. I love the down smash, you know. That is a nice little down smash. It's just like, bam, you're gone. It's a little explosion to the ground. And he's going to continue on that aggression. Hopefully he's able to keep it up, and that's a great read with an up smash from Skaws.
And this how large that is as well, just catching the tail. Once again, it's that thing, it's always the thing the commentators always say, your Mewtwo tail is going to be an issue.
Yeah.
And it's always going to come up in these scenarios, but at the moment, Skaws just saying, Griseous, you don't, stay up there. you don't get down. I don't allow you to come down.
Yeah.
And, well, Griseous is now saying the exact same thing. You don't have any options to come down either.
But he's covering so many options right now with that side B into a single light it could be. It forces Skaws to go onto the ground and try to fight Griseous that way. I mean, we see the aerials that Skaws is trying to throw out. No more back airs, well, not as many back airs are being thrown out.
And just now waiting, patience, a lot of good patience, just a lot of drifting as well. Like ledge trap scenarios against that was clean. I love that. The heads up play to be able to use those teleports in those type of scenarios is what makes teleports really interesting, and I think Mewtwo's in particular was one of the more interesting ones.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I didn't expect it to go that far, so that was like over halfway across the stage.
Yeah.
But
it made it look like it clipped through the stage as well. But
yeah, it really did.
It's the floaty mechanics of Mewtwo that allows that. Just because you're able to do the jump up, the float will still go through, and then the up B will go through, but it looks like the up B goes through earlier. But
there's a great amount of pressure coming from Skaws. Unfortunately, not able to get the read on the teleport. His boomerang actually getting in the way. But that up throw is going to take the stock. 166%. That's exactly what you're going to expect, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah, it's actually quite high percent from Mewtwo. It was great to see that Griseous was able to live that long, and really shows how much heads up play it is. Trying to go for that down smash read once again, but nothing coming out of it. Throw. Not quite yet, but I think one more, and that's going to be the stock there for Griseous. So, got to be very careful of those shadow balls. And once the up Bs are so clean, and like it covers so much area as well. And with a bomb in hand, like you are scared to go out and challenge those up Bs with a bomb in hand.
Oh my god!
Just catching that regrab. You do not regrab versus Toon Link. Just immediately there will be that spike, and Skaws making that seem much easier than it was to begin with.
Yeah, I mean, the way Skaws plays, he sets up for the future. I mean, you saw that boomerang came flying back in. Griseous just trying to get an attack, trying to get a punch, just trying to get up from ledge. And the moment that boomerang stopped him in the air, it was game over.
Yeah, there was nothing that could be done. And it's going to be a run back, as I saw. Small battlefield once again. So I would really like to see... the only thing I would like to see is just a couple of errors just tuned over by Griseous, because Griseous had a lot of play that game, and was really able to get his mark on the game. But there was just a couple of mistakes, and then immediately your stock's gone. You can't be making those types of mistakes against these types of players. So, and Skaws immediately starting out with just some quick combos, but Yeah.
It's exactly what you expect from him.
Yeah, it's just stay up there. You do not get down.
I mean, that's kind of how Toon Link plays. I mean, you keep somebody in the jungle situation, and he is absolutely going to exploit that. Especially a character with such a large hurt box, such as Mewtwo. It is a big struggle, you know. That boomerang will hit you from like what feels like miles away. But Griseous using the bomb to his own advantage, creating his own little setups with these small neutral beams. But that was great.
Brilliant use of the bomb. And another thing as well is that those teleport cancels that we were seeing earlier, that Griseous was using off the ledge and everything like that, and off the platform, Skaws was able to immediately pick up that was immediately the first option Griseous was going to do in order to get that scenario.
Yeah.
And I think that's the major adaptation that Skaws has taken away from that first game, is just punishing these teleports.
The conditioning is absolutely immaculate right now, and both players looking quite confident. Griseous trying to go for an aggressive option, you know, mix it up a little bit. Unfortunately, it didn't quite work. You just don't want to get desperate against this kind of character. Great Shadow Ball, he's going to get it off.
Yes, nice. Lovely. It's so interesting. That up smash in particular expands after the last hit, which is so funny to see. But that means that will actually catch that scenario in a great stock there for Griseous. And now it's just a case of how much more pressure can he meld up.
But there's the up tilt, you know, that's what you expect. Once that up tilt hits, he's going to be struggling. I'm surprised that boomerang didn't actually hit. I guess it just about equipped onto Toon Link. So, yeah, quite unfortunate.
It's those things that Mewtwo doesn't have, like, there's that Nair, which is probably one of the best things that he can do on Shield, or the space down tilt. But Toon Link doesn't care as much because of how fast some of the options are out of Shield, and also how big the sword is. It will catch that tail on the back end of the back of the down tilt. So all the options are kind of covered by Toon Link. So trying to pressure a Toon Link shield as Mewtwo is tough.
It's a big
that's just it.
Yeah, great setup from Skaws.
Yeah, that was a lot quicker, a lot cleaner. Skaws was just able to do a lot. The punishes were just better, and the teleport cancels were not. They were just as clean. They were still there, but Skaws baited out all of them. Yeah,
and he did a very good job of that. I saw him trying to go for it for the first one in the first game.
Yeah.
But once he started to get a hang of it, he was like, okay, it's time. Let's go into it.
Yeah.
We're going to be going into game 3.
Just immediate, just run it back, immediately just straight into it. Interesting to see that, because I kind of would have liked Griseous to kind of collect himself a little bit, because maybe at that moment you kind of need to just take that patience, maybe do the fighting game, play a nod, just to get it out of your system, but Griseous just like, nah, I want full aggression.
Let's just go straight back into it. I mean, he's trying to hold center stage as long as possible, but Skaws doesn't really care. That just gives him more space to set up right now. He's like, yeah, I'll just run around, I'll fly around. Then we get a boomerang out, and then we're chilling. Great down there, unfortunately not close enough to the ledge for it to be a spike, but that's still a significant chunk of damage. 63%, not bad at all. I like the footstool. That's not something you see very often.
And that's just going to be the stock immediately.
Yes, it is.
Like, Griseous is going for these really risky options, and like, you see these dash attacks, for example, they're never going to be true, and Skaws is always just being able to DI correctly from the moves that could lead into them, meaning that Griseous doesn't get anything off them. And the dash attack does have quite a bit of... Oh, that was lovely, though.
There we go. He was looking for it earlier, I did see, but Skaws went a little bit too low. And that was when Griseous was absolutely able to punish it and starting to bring it back. I mean, it's a complete reversal right now. He's going to keep on that aggression. Unfortunately, down to not quite connecting. And Skaws are just running into the face of that side B. There's no concussion here. He's going to keep running and he's going to keep trying to fight. Because that's kind of what Toon Link does.
Oh, it definitely is. And I'm really interested to see when... Because... Oh, there it was. That's what I was going to mention. Is when the disable was coming out. And Skaws red light like a champ. Like... I was not expecting to come out in that scenario, but Skaws was like, I've already seen this out.
I mean, his character's short enough, he's able to escape. Score 3 there. And now we're just going to have to see how this keeps going. And... great. I really like how he's using these side Bs to just keep Skaws away. It stops Skaws from keeping up the aggression that he really wants, but unfortunately, Griseous is just not able to close out the stocks with the forward air like he wants.
It's also a good mix-up tool because it's constantly asking Skaws to guess.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, it's consistently... Do you know what you want to do out of my side B? Yes or no? Yes? Okay, fine. We'll just go back to neutral and I lose nothing.
Yep.
No, you're dead.
Exactly. That's kind of how it goes. That's kind of what you expect. And right now, they're both looking very confident, but with Griseous having a solid advantage, Skaws needs to be so careful. And
there's going to be down throw. Yeah, really good play. And the teleport cancels once again. The teleport there this time, Skaws wasn't able to punish it as quickly as he did beforehand. Probably just due to the distance. So needs to keep an eye out for those. And that once it's these dash attacks that's always worrying me about what Griseous is doing, is that consistently he's doing them specifically towards ledge.
Yeah.
And that's where I'm like, okay, if Skaws is able to punish one of these, you're dead immediately.
That's true,
and
but
you're not going to get too much off a dash attack to ledge. You're just going to get them either going off stage, or you're just going to get some damage. That's it. So
it's kind of a risk he's willing to take though right now. He's got the advantage, but you need to be so careful because the advantage doesn't mean anything when you get red like that. I mean, these kind of characters, these combo characters, will even that up in an instant. I mean, you're getting that damage right now, but if Skaws is able to find the boomerang, this is where Griseous might start to struggle. But with Griseous holding center stage, this is looking rough for Skaws right now. I'll be honest with you. This is looking quite good.
Oh, the disable.
A favor.
Yep. The down smash not going to be punished at all there, but Skaws is starting to pick up great evasion from the confusion, and now Skaws has every single bit of that stage advantage. But it's just constantly backing Griseous into a corner, and Griseous is not being able to get out of it.
I mean, the thing is with Toon Link, I've been told this, it's just like when in doubt, F-tilt.
Yeah.
Especially at ledge, it's so potent because it covers behind Toon Link as well. He's going to look to take a little stock. He's pulling out a bomb. Is he going to continue it on? Playing it safe. There's that.
And that's it.
That is so strong. And Skaws is going to take it with a clean 3-0. The momentum on that last stock was phenomenal.
Griseous made one mistake, and that was going for that disable roll read.
Yeah, it really was.
Going for a forward air or a back air read instead to catch it and throw Skaws off stage would have been much better in that scenario, or even an up smash read just to go below ledge. But that one disable read not hitting equals Skaws running away with it and winning that set for you.
That was so cold. I can't lie. That was nice. I just have to say it was nice. That was so clean. I love that game. Griseous absolutely put up a fight there. He flew a little bit too close to the sun though with that disable. It would have been so nice if he hit it, but sometimes you just need to reset to neutral one more time.
Yeah, you just need to say calm.
Yep.
Breathe. It's not all. I don't have to go at 500 miles per hour to win this game.
Yep.
Stop it with the Sonic music. Put on the reggae.
Yep. Go into the vibes a little bit, you know. But very well played to both players.
Very well played.
Moving on to top 24. Griseous is now sitting in the loser side.
Yeah, I believe Griseous is going to be waiting for the winner of trying to get up the bracket here. It is going to be... I'll get up on up.
Okay,
yeah. It's going to be... Give me a second, chat. One moment,
my friends. But
it's going to be... Oh no, he's already made it into top 24. Yeah. Okay, never mind.
I thought you were looking at
the man.
I see.
Yeah.
But in loser side right now we have Focusmist versus Lalame.
That's Pokemon Trainer / DK versus Sonic, so I would guess Pokemon Trainer will come on for that one most likely.
Probably,
the thing is though, DK can do well. Chunky Kong has shown that versus Sonics in coin boxes.
That's true. That's very true. The question is, how confident does Focus feel in that kind of matchup where I feel like Pokemon Trainer just is there.
I feel like it's going to be PT because looking at what Focusmist has mainly played today, the main one he has played is PT. So PT is probably going to be the option there. Other than that, we are waiting for
Skibbity Rizfist versus Mr. Gump. So Skibbity Rizfist, I can't believe I'm saying that. Ken player and Mr. Gump's EOE's finest, EOE's favorite King K. Rule / Wario player.
Nah, he is the... He's the wacky uncle of the EOE group. He's the one that comes in, tells you a fact about cryptids, and then leaves happily.
That is actually the best way to put it. That is the best way I've heard anyone put it. That is absolutely accurate. If you get a chance to speak to him, absolutely do. He is a great guy.
Lovely guy. Like, ask him about his mushroom shirts. He'll be happy to tell you about them.
Ask him about the hedgehogs as well. You know, if you look on his Twitter, he has a whole post about hedgehogs.
Yeah.
That he finds in his garden. What a lovely guy.
He's a lovely guy. And also, with the bracket at the moment, in the other pool of, in A1, we have, in loser side, to get into top 24, Zangrix versus Stongbig that we're talking about earlier. Yeah. They're still going. 21 minutes in, so I guess that's a game 4. And then the other one is Electric versus Nakanos.
So that was Polar.
Zealand. Yeah.
The Cloud formerly Inkling players been on Cloud for probably like a year and a half now or longer. So I think it's fully
sticking to the Cloud.
Yeah.
So Really interested to see. The two games that we're going to be having on stream, though, is Zone Quality and Astro Carnage.
Those are going to be some hot sets. That's what I'm looking
Those are the
forward to.
winners' sides to get into winner's side top 24, and obviously the loser will go into loser's side top 24. We're really interested to see what the games are going to be like. I would expect that if both of these should be slower paced.
Yeah, definitely.
I would expect. Like, Astro Carnage might be a bit faster just because the Luigi comes out. The slow part will be neutral. The stocks will go in 5 seconds. While Zone Quality will be incredibly basic because it's Olimar or the Belmonts, so that will be wait my time, throw out my projectiles, throw out my Pikmin, wait for Palutena. Palutena waits for the Pikmin to be done. Let's just keep it okay, now we can play the game for half a minute. Back to neutral, let's start it again.
You think we're going to get any games to time? That's what I'm wondering.
I don't think so. I don't think so. I hope not.
Fingers crossed.
Because I'd like some timeouts they're hype, but I'd say like 90% of them are not. They're not. Like, unfortunately, I love to see like when it's like one person timing out another person, and like only one person is going for the timeout and the other person wins. Then it's interesting and hype.
Yep, definitely.
But if both players are like handshake, we're gonna time ourselves out. I'm gonna be like, cut it.
Anyways, on to the next game. But to be fair, I don't think we actually have many players that tend to go to time. By the looks of it. I mean, I've been looking for something quite...
Just looked at the Skibidi Wristfist versus Gumps. It was 3-2 to Skibidi Wristfist. No!
That's how
Gumps put up a fight, though, and a half.
He played fully K-Rool. I gotta respect that. I thought the Warrior would be coming out for that, but fair play. Fair play to Mr. Wristfist.
It's tough to see when your boys go down.
Definitely, yeah.
Like, one of your homies losing in bracket is just tough. Also, actually, got an update from one of the loser side games we talked about earlier. Zangbrook Strong Pig. Strong Pig won 3-0.
That looks like almost all of the games went to time.
Must have done. I would
expect
that was
Strong
like
Pig played 25 minutes.
Incredibly patient and just went, I will annoy you until you make a mistake. Which is something you can do against Void players. Void players, they're good, but they too tend to get impatient.
They do, absolutely. I mean, that's the kind of character type.
Yeah.
You want to be in their face at all times, full on aggression,
yelling at them, making sure that they don't hit any combos.
Yeah, the Zangrix experience.
The Zangrix experience.
Yeah, that's what we come to expect. He's the goat, Loki. Yep.
Oh, but we're still just waiting on another game to come on. I believe it'll probably be Zone Quality, if I'm not mistaken. So I really want to see come up from that. And obviously we've got after this Wave B coming up, some good plays in that as well. It will end up with just us playing each other again.
Yeah. Unsurprising.
Unsurprisingly.
Meet you in Grants.
Yeah. Let's go. But yeah, on the other side, in Wave B, you have some heavy hitters. You got 5.
Yep.
Got Azalea.
Yep.
Got Ghidra. Those are some, and you also got Giggles, which are some big hitters in B1.
Those are some heavy hitters.
Heavy hitters. While in Wave B2, you've got Shanique.
Yep.
Bobby AK-47, Arch Nemesis, and Manny. And me.
Yeah. But no, that is gonna be an absolutely great pool to watch, actually.
Yeah, those will be some very interesting ones. Maybe take a nap when the Bobby set is happening.
No, he's on cloud now.
He's on cloud now.
Yeah.
Actually might not go to time.
That's going to be a good one, I think. I've actually really been looking forward to see how
I do want to see what the cloud is like, yeah.
You know, he said 3 months.
3 months.
3 months.
Give him 3